Catherine O Hara, Schitts Creek star and comedy legend, dies at 71. The Emmy-winning actress passed away at the age of 71. According to People, Catherine O Hara passed away on Friday, January 30th. The manager of the Canadian actress told People that the legendary comedian, who starred in Christopher Guest mockumentaries like Best in Show and movies like Beetlejuice and Home Alone, passed away at the age of 71. No more information was disclosed. The news regarding the Schitt Creek star was first reported by TMZ. In 1954, O'Hara was born in Toronto. Her mother was a real estate agent, while her father was employed by the Canadian Pacific Railway. She was the second youngest of 7 children. Playing the Virgin Mary in a nativity play was her first acting role. She secured a position as a waiter at Toronto's Second City Theatre following her high school graduation. In 2024, she told People that she was fortunate enough to see all the theater's renowned performers, including Dan Aykroyd, Joe Flaherty, and family friend Gilda Radner. Flaherty received some depressing comments during her audition to join. "Keep up the good work," he urged. "You work as a waitress during the day," she said to People. She didn't pay attention, and when she tried out again, she was accepted. In 1974, she started working for the company. Comedian Eugene Levy, who would go on to become one of her closest friends and collaborators, was one of her stage partners. In 2019, O'Hara admitted to The New Yorker that she was first afraid to perform. "When in doubt, my go-to strategy was to play crazy, because you didn't have to justify whatever you said. It was not required to make sense." The theater launched its own television program, Second City Television, sometimes shortened SCTV, in 1976. O'Hara was a mainstay of NBC's sketch show during the 1980s. O'Hara became known not only for her impersonation of celebrities, such Meryl Streep and Brooke Shields, but also for original characters that became fan favorites. Although O'Hara was happy with SCTV, she did not receive a steady salary from the program. Our producer would sign a contract with the network, and after a season or two of the show, the contract would expire. In 2024, she told People, there would be a break, then we'd do the show again. In 1981, I got asked to be on Saturday Night Live during a break. Naturally, I replied, yes. Who would want to do that? However, before she had even appeared in a single SNL program, SCTV was picked up once more and she returned home. Her SNL spot was taken by Robin Duke, her best friend from high school. Everything went according to plan, she thought. As part of the SCTV writing staff, she got 5 Emmy nominations, winning once. O'Hara believed that SCTV's demise in 1984 was a good thing. She told People in 1986 that she found it less than fulfilling by the end. "My enthusiasm faded. I was interested in learning more about acting. I wanted a personal life. I wanted to experience fear once more." She had a reputation at the time that she didn't want to work because she left Saturday Night Live and declined other offers. She told People, "It's not true. After reading screenplays, I have a gut feeling about whether or not I want to be in them. Do I want this to be seen by my parents?" Simply said, "I would rather stay at home than do something I know is wrong and then have to defend it." Double Negative, which starred Levy and other SCTV co-stars like Flaherty and John Candy, was her first motion picture in the 1980s. She then starred in Heartburn, 1986, and After Hours, 1985, 2 black comedies directed by Martin Scorsese. She played Delia Dietz, Winona Ryder's stepmother, in the 1988 film Beetlejuice. In the 2024 follow-up Beetlejuice, O'Hara resumed her role. She was chosen to play the anxious mother of Macaulay Culkin's character Kevin in the 1990 film Home Alone. In 2024, she told People, "It's a perfect movie, isn't it?" Regarding how she selects projects, she stated, "I need to care about the whole thing. I don't want to play a big part in a poor project. You move in that direction because you want to be a part of something positive." In 1992, she played the same character again in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. In the 1990s, O'Hara also had significant roles in Wyatt Earp 1994 and The Nightmare Before Christmas 1993, when she voiced Sally. She had an appearance in Waiting for Guffman, her first guest mockumentary, in 1996. She would also sing alongside Levy in the 2003 film A Mighty Wind and the 2000 film Best in Show. In a review of For Your Consideration, 2006, another film in which guests collaborated, people referred to the actress as the gifted queen of the bittersweet. She collaborated with Levy once more in 2015 on Schitt's Creek, which was developed by his son Dan. She and Levy had previously portrayed romantically connected characters. I would love to think we continue to challenge each other, like a good married couple would do, she said to people at the time on their lengthy professional partnership. The show had a limited start. In Canada, it aired on the CBC, and in the U.S. on the Pop Network, until fans started to flock to it when it became accessible for streaming on Netflix. In 2020, O'Hara told individuals, alluding to her well-known Home Alone remark, "I used to mostly get people named Kevin who'd come up to me and ask me to yell Kevin in their faces." Now, Moira and Schitt's Creek are the main topics. I've never gotten this kind of attention in my life. It's absurd. Moira's extravagant attire and distinctive pronunciation made her a perennial scene stealer. Moira also possessed an enormous collection of wigs. Regarding the wigs, O'Hara told WWD in 2021, "I suggested, or actually begged for it. When we were all developing our characters, I said, I'd like to wear a wig depending on my mood." Everyone was initially a little alarmed, asking themselves, wait a minute, how much work are you asking the hair department to do and how much planning is there? No, it's according to how she feels that day. I replied. For the part, she was awarded the 2020 Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series. She remarked in part during her speech, "I will always be thankful to Eugene and Daniel Levy for the chance to play a woman a certain age, my age, who gets to fully be herself." For the series, she also received a SAG Award and a Golden Globe. Other TV roles for O'Hara included guest spots on 6 Feet Under, Curb Your Enthusiasm, and 30 Rock. For her role in the 2010 television movie Temple Grandin, she was also nominated for an Emmy. She provided voice acting for characters in the animated movies Frankenweenie, The Addams Family, and Elemental. In 2024, she had appearances in Season 2 of The Last of Us and the action movie Argylle. She would Bo Welch in 1992. He was a production designer for Beetlejuice when they first met. Luke and Matthew were their joint sons. You know how people often say, communicate? Explain your feelings to them. Regarding her marriage, she told people in 2024, "We do a lot of it with jokes. Instead of screaming at one another, we'll make fun of one another. Sarcasm is helpful." O'Hara's spouse and kids survive her.